S.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at Paul Brown Stadium here in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. From the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
It's a gain of 23 yards. 1st down, Titans.
Garoppolo now. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. Another strong gain on the last two plays, they've moved it a combined 33 yards. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
At the Bengals' 39-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
2 yards on the play. First down, Tennessee.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the
Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Green's got it over the middle. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Complete to A.J. Green. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. From the gun, Mariota. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive. But this is 3rd down. Throwing is Mariota, rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
26 Mike.
And they'll run the option to start the drive. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a third and about 7 left.
Gain of 5 brings up 3rd and 7.
Throwing is Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. From the gun, Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And the QB rating right now sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yeah, that's
right. That's the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
This one taken just inside the 10. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mariota. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
48-yard line.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. To throw is Mariota. And that'll be incomplete. There defensively was Nasir Adderley making a nice play.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Mariota going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Last year's All-Pro punter Brett Kern comes on for Tennessee. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. A pretty good punt there, but also a nice return of 12 yards. And the Bengals will have a 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Bengals drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Jackson's going to look to run him. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Titans 3.
On 2nd down, it's Henderson. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. 3rd and 2. Here's Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl corner Darius Slay. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Defensively that time they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
They give it off here to the tight end. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Sliding out of the pocket. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Play fake. Mariota. Short little throw to Ebron. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
39-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Off the play fake, Mariota. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This will be from 56 yards out. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Going deep here for Parker. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Devontae Parker, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And he returns this to the 22.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Titans
Yes, or keep grinding and go ahead and check out my vids. I just sub.
50-plus-yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. The 30, 10, touchdown Titans. Devontae Freeman, 78 yards. And the Titans get the quick strike touchdown. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Dances by him, and he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
Jamal Agnew on the return. The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Darren Waller, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Jackson, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Oh, wide open, complete.
Bring it.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyreek Hill, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7.
Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
And they'll begin by running the option. Quick strike out wide by Jackson. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there of 20 yards. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
They'll run here with Henderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough.
Brings up second and goal at the 14-yard line.
Again, it's Henderson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Barrett.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Fourth field goal unit and Joey Sly now.
Joey Sly on for the field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
And the holder's going to keep it. He's going to try to run for it. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. But clearly that was a design play. I just don't know that it was the right design. Hey, your holder to have him pick it up and kind of be the power guy trying to run through the middle. Everything has to go right for that to work.
You mean you weren't relying on just great blocking to get him through? You kind of think maybe he can help make his own way if he's an actual running back instead of the holder? Yeah, I thought the same thing.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Here's Freeman. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Tackle made back at his own 3-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota to Shepard, complete over the middle. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And the Titans first down.
On 1st down, it's Freeman. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 21-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota to the right side to Eric Ebron. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Titans.
They'll run on 1st down. Freeman. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Oh, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. To throw, Mariota. Trying to get it to Ebron, and it's intercepted.
Come on, bring it, baby, bring it.
Picked off by Troy Pride.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Tyreek Hill as the first half is winding down. And the Bengals add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted...
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion, no good.
I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here, trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Final play of the half here. Mariota going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And here on the road, that could be a huge score for their morale in the second half.
Every team has confidence going into the start of games. But sometimes you get it rocked a little bit, and this certainly applies here for them. But guess what? Just what you said, this touchdown can give them their belief back that they can win in the second half.
So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Well, certainly not what they wanted out of the locker room here as they'll start defensively at the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. He gives it up. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Ball carrier.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And that's where this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. A big play there for the Bengals. And even 50 yards. They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11. At the Titans, 50.
They go right back to Mack. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Marlon Mack, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Now, you don't see option pitches a whole lot in the NFL, but there worked out pretty well, resulted in a touchdown.
And it's hard for defenses because they don't see it very often, so the time in preparing each week is probably minimal. So when it comes at them, it's often a surprise. And what a nice job on the read. Pitch to the running back, and he takes it all the way in for a touchdown.
Tavon Austin on the return. The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Mariota. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, you can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Mariota. And complete, right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
And the Titans first down.
Now Freeman, he's been busy today. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 50-yard line.
Mariota now from the 50. And it's incomplete. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
2nd and 10 at the 36-yard.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jackson. He completes this one to Mack. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. Oh, nearly had the disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Similar to a shooter in basketball who just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Flushed out right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On first down, it's Freeman. He'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Freeman, the ball carrier.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
From the 36, Mariota. He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll go down at the 28. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans.
The ball carrier.
Devontae Freeman with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans are able to cut into that deficit. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score, Bengals 34, Titans 23.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fields this way up at the 17. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. And going deep for Hill. And the defense loses him. It's complete. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about. On second down, here's Jackson. And going deep for Hill. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And they will finally stop him as he's down to the 40-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think that he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Titans.
Touchdown.
Eric Ebron, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the interception by the Titans D leads to a touchdown. They'll try and run with Freeman. And he'll get in for the 2 points. And that'll cut the deficit down to just a field goal.
Titans 31.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will make it into the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 70 Lions.
On first down, Hill. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a second down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
26. Kill. Turn up. Kill.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 25. And it's a big turnover there on the final play of the quarter. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll run on first down. Freeman. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. Normally you think the tight end is going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Mariota now. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
Lattimore there defensively.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A 20th carry now for Freeman. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
2nd and 12 at the 37-yard line.
On play action, Mariota. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Lightning speed that time from the corner. Marshawn Lattimore getting the sack. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
And that will be incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Oh, they come after him, and it's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And they wind up having it inside the 35 at the 33. Well, that's tough. You're trailing here in the fourth. Your margin for error is slim, and you get the punt block.
And when I played on punt teams, you did not want to hear on the field a second thud because you always heard it come off the punter's foot. But that second one meant something bad. That meant a block. Down on the field, that's exactly what they heard. And now they're in a really tough situation.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
Jackson on the keeper. Fumble on the play. Recovered by Tennessee.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. A golden opportunity for them now following the interception. They need to try to at least get three. Obviously, it's Devontae Freeman. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Titans. Devontae Freeman, 62 yards. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they went up 3 scores. I wrote on your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
Little salt, little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments. I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich at Maryland in college did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like he still harbors some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete.
Jackson's pass.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Now it's Jackson. That's taken in by Henderson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And going deep for Hill. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyreek Hill, 68 yards. And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead. He's got it. And this is indeed up to a 3-point lead.
Makes the score. Bengals 41. Titans.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Gets around him. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Mariota. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Mariota. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't.
They flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. His pass caught at the 4. And he'll get into the end zone as the two-point conversion is successful.
Michael Dixon set to.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talked about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Now left side on the swing pass. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, Titans, gain of 12.
A gain of 12. First down, Titans.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And his throw here's incomplete. They were trying to get it there to Sterling Shepard. And now it's second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
To the air again, Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Mariota. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
First down, Tennessee.
A first down throw for Mariota. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Shepard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Mariota, he's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
On 2nd down, Mariota again. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Ebron's got it. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And what are the whistles for? A timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Intended for Eric Ebron. Incomplete.
So look at this. They'll go for a field goal now to get within a score. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Field goal. A 41-yard attempt.
And the 13-year man puts it through. But hang on, a flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And the fair catch is made. It's going to pin him back here at the 7-yard line.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Jackson to throw. Going deep here for Parker. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over.
49.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this.
It's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cincinnati, the win here means it'll be a 7-1 first half of the season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Tennessee, they fall a game under the 500 mark at 3-4 through 7 games. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew